Gamers are dicks. I say this as a gamer, but also as a game developer, and I can tell you that gamers are dicks. And it's been made incredibly obvious with the Return to Monkey Island gameplay trailer reveal happening the other day, and the criticism for the art style getting to the point where it got so out of hand that Ron Gilbert has said he will no longer share posts about Monkey Island due to the personal attacks, and I quote, "The joy of sharing has been driven from me." It's pretty lame when you are the creator of a beloved franchise and when you come basically out of retirement, so to speak, to create a new version of a game and create a sequel to a much loved franchise. And you take your creation, you take your baby, and you bring it out to the world, and the immediate gut reaction from all of these so-called fans is, your game looks like shit, and we're gonna just poop all over it, and we're gonna make such great amounts of personal attacks that we get to the point where you don't even want to share the game with us anymore because the joy of sharing it with us has been driven from you. Gamers are dicks. I stand by that statement. Um, so the other day, if you haven't already watched it, the Return to Monkey Island trailer was dropped. This gameplay trailer, and for better or for worse, it has a unique art style, and games have unique art styles in the 21st century, ladies and gentlemen. The problem is that for a lot of people, once they get a certain visual style in their head, they assume that every game needs to look like that specific thing. And with Monkey Island in particular, we have a game that went from being pixel art back in the early era of the point and click generation to gravitating towards like the Disney type graphics in the most recent iterations, which Ron did not have anything to do with. And now that he's basically, as far as I understand things, he did make a statement years ago that he would no longer work, he wouldn't work on another Monkey Island game unless he got the IP back. And since he's working on this one, the assumption being made is that he did get the IP back. Um, he has written over on his personal blog, the Grumpy Gamer blog. It got so bad that he just shut everything down. So the negativity had become too much, and he would be shutting down comments and completely keeping his mouth shut, no longer sharing about the game. And at the time of publishing, the site was down as well. Now the site is back up as of this morning, which is July 1st. And the reports about the site being shut down were yesterday. So at some point, the Return to Monkey Island website had been completely shut down, and stuff. But apparently, as of this morning, everything is back up again. So interesting on that note. But I like his comments. Ron has some very valid things to say. It's an amazing game, and everyone on the team is very proud of it. Play it or don't play it, but don't ruin it for everyone else. I won't be posting any more about the game. The joy of sharing has been driven from me. Rex Crowell, the artist and designer behind Little Big Planet, Tearaway, and Knights and Bikes, previously confirmed on Twitter that he's leading art for Return to Monkey Island. Gilbert has praised Crowell effusively on a blog post in the past. Um, and Dominic Camarado made a tweet and said, "Bang up Jaggerman. I've seen a lot of passionate but polite adjacent discussions going on, but the comments on Ron's blog were a total shit show." There's been retweets from all sorts of people on the internet defending Ron and mostly coming from the game development side of things. Um, Having been in game development now for about 8 years, I can say that gamers can be exceptionally cruel, trollish, and generally, it's it's better not to wade into the thick of it with them. And Ron in the past has gone out there and said some things and then come back and retracted those statements later on down the road. So I think a lot of people are saying, hey, he might come back from this and actually start staring stuff again. But I understand the mindset he's in right now because there's one thing for people to criticize your product legitimately and say, hey, what about this, that, or the other. It's another thing for people to come out and make the level of personal attacks that were being made, basically attacking him and saying, you're an asshole for changing the art style. I can't believe you did this to this beloved franchise. You're ruining my franchise. You're ruining my childhood. You're ruining my memories, all these things, when they're just trying to make a good game. And if you've actually sat and watched the gameplay trailer, which hopefully you have, if you haven't, um, heard right, where's the trailer? Take a gander around the screen. Let's go to the trailer. Let's watch the trailer here. But before we do, call to action. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you never miss an update like this as I continue to talk about RPGs, MMORPGs, TV shows, book series, and beyond. And if you like what you see here today, consider me your Netflix, your Hulu, your HBO, your Disney Plus. Subscribe as a member of the Adventurers Guild down below, or drop a super thanks on this video to support me as a content creator and to support the content that you like to consume. You can also check in on the live streams that happen every single day and drop super chats and stickers on those. Or you can go over to patreon.com/wandering hermits, where my wife, my brother, and I are building our own point and click adventure game. It's that world behind me, the world of the Weave and the Void. There's also a book series and a 5th edition tabletop setting, and we live stream those campaigns on Sunday nights. Check it all out. Let's take a look at this. The game trailer is pretty cool, and it's I don't want to play all of it because I don't want to get in trouble for copyright stuff. But Deep in the Caribbean. Here, let's turn the.
Pirating is in my blood.
Let's watch this actually over on YouTube. That way I can control it a little bit better.
My blood. Like adrenaline or stale grog. I've been in enough scraps to fill a dozen scrapbooks.
All right, so let's get over to the gameplay reveal. So yeah.
Secret of Monkey Island.
Obviously got a very unique art style.
Guy brushed Threepwood.
Oh, that music! So, I mean, it's obviously got its own unique look and feel, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm really at a loss here, other than people just being dicks. And this is unfortunately what I feel like we see this pattern repeated over and over and over, where gamers think that they own these properties and they think that they own the developers and that these developers are obligated to somehow provide them with personal service. No, they fucking don't. Like, gamers can be just absolute trolls sometimes. It is really ridiculous, and I feel really sorry because for people like Ron, because I've been on the receiving end for some really trollish stuff over the years, and for better for worse, I like to wade into the thick of it sometimes with the trolls and fight fire with fire, which is not, some people say that's not the right thing to do, but I digress. It is my own, maybe a personal flaw that I just like to get in there. But I think it's very unfair when people can come in and make the kinds of personal attacks that we're being made. And you force a game developer who was previously exceptionally passionate and wanted to share this amazing new project with everyone. It's a beloved franchise, and you've got these people who are just making life hell for everyone involved. And it brings to mind, in my mind, the same type of vitriol we've seen around Star Wars, around Star Trek, around people who make these claims that you're ruining my franchise. That's not the way Obi-Wan would have been. That's not the way, Captain Picard would have acted. What are you talking about? Enjoy a franchise or don't enjoy a franchise, but don't act like you, as a fan or as a consumer, have the right to dictate how something is going to be created. If you want to make that kind of change, if you want to be at that level, become a writer, become a showrunner, become an executive producer, become a game developer. Actually go out there and create things, because if you are the creator, you have the creative liberties to make things as you see fit. Otherwise, you're just a consumer, and consumers need to STFU and either consume the product or not. You're not being forced to consume something. You can either enjoy it or not. It's that simple. But don't make personal attacks to the point where you cause a game developer to go out there and say, you know what? The joy of sharing has been driven from me. Peace out. I'm shutting everything down. That's a horrible situation to be in. I really feel for him. I'm looking forward to Return to Monkey Island. I think the art style is badass. I could care less if it doesn't look like previous games. What I'm interested in is the storytelling and is the game fun. And from what I've seen from the gameplay trailer, it looks like it's going to be fun. The music is awesome. The storyline looks great. The writing, the voice acting, it's all there. Thumbs up from me. Ron, I'm in your corner fighting for you. I can't wait to play your game. Peace out, everybody.